about confidence and really cultivating it and maintaining it within our med spas team. What does that look like, right? Some people either think that it's really easy, other people think that it's a difficult thing. They struggle with helping their team to become confident in the consultation room and in life, right? And it's one of those things where we really have to actively and continually work on building up our self-confidence. And I know that for some, this may sound like cheesy or maybe even woo-woo, right? But confidence not only affects us as an individual personally, but it affects us in a way that we communicate with others, that we build trust with others, that we show that we are capable of delivering the treatment plan that we are recommending, right? So these are all things that our confidence impacts at the end of the day. And so it's really important that you don't just assume that your team knows how to build confidence, to maintain confidence. So today I want to share with you 10 things that every med spa team should know in order to build confidence. And I really encourage you to write these down or watch this video again and get them transcribed, because these are things that you can print out and you can share, you can talk about it and reference them down the road. Because again, whether it's our children or our team, right? Talking about what it takes to be confident, how to maintain it, how to become confident is not a natural skill set for most people. And so if we're going to be real leaders in our businesses and on our team and our lives, right, then you should be able to talk with and have a conversation with your team individually or as a group on what it looks like to actually build confidence. All right, so here are my 10 tips for you. So the first one is to know that confidence really isn't something that you're born with. It's actually something that you practice every single day, with every single interaction that you have with people when doing treatments and in the consultation room. So what that means is just because you have it right now doesn't mean you're going to keep it. Just because you don't have it right now doesn't mean you can't get it, right? And so this is something where if you put in the work, it's absolutely possible to be confident. So number 2 is that confidence isn't about being liked by everyone. Now, this is a tricky one for some people because, you know, it's really more about not being feared of being disliked, more so than thinking that it's associated with being liked by everyone, right? We can't fear that. If we are going to make a recommendation in the treatment room during our consultation, we can't be afraid of what we say that the person isn't going to like to hear it, right? That is not being confident. We also can't be afraid if we are in a team meeting that our team isn't going to like what we have to say, right? So don't allow the judgment of others or what you think other people may like or dislike to steer you in a different direction, right? It's about not being feared of being disliked. Number 3, confidence grows when you do the hard stuff, right? When you don't avoid doing hard things, when you step in and face challenges head on, when you master a new aesthetic procedure, your confidence will really thrive. So actually yesterday I was talking with my team about if you are stuck in a rut, one of the greatest things that you can do is to think about what is it that I'm avoiding? And that's often the time or the thing that you should be doing to get yourself out of the rut. And it's the same thing with confidence is what is that thing that you're avoiding because you're scared, right? What is that hard thing that you need to do that's going to really help you to build that confidence, and you need to tackle it head on. The next thing is that confidence is built in the trying, right? Not the knowing, but the actual trying, like respecting the journey of learning and growing. You don't need the answers to everything immediately, right? But when you stay open to learning and growing in a role, that's what's going to help you to build confidence, right? Every single day, I don't know the answer to questions, right? And that's okay. I give myself grace around it, but I just keep after it, keep trying, right? And really respecting that growth journey that you're on. All right. Another one is that confidence comes from stacking wins, right? Celebrating each positive result, satisfaction from client, a Google review, really all of the little small achievements and celebrating those along the way is going to help you to build confidence. Right? So really love and enjoy the journey, right? If you focus too far ahead and don't respect and enjoy the journey, then once you arrive, sometimes you feel you don't have the fulfillment that you thought you were going to have because you weren't enjoying the journey along the way and really identifying and stacking those wins as they came up. All right, another thing is that failure is not the opposite of success. So failure is just part of success, right? So we've got to change our definition of what failure means. Like failure means that you showed up and you actually swung the bat. You actually tried at the end of the day. And when you can have a good relationship with failure, man, watch out, because that means that you are just getting after the attempts, that you're trying to learn, that you're trying to get better. So we have to redefine what failure means. All right, another one is that we have to speak up for ourselves and what we believe in. So whether you have this big idea that you want to bring to your manager or your team, maybe even sharing a success story during your team huddle, right? Recommending a treatment plan to a patient that may feel a little outside of their budget or their comfort zone of what they've tried in the past. But really standing it for what you believe in, what you think is in the best interest of the patient, the team, you, right? In understanding that your voice matters, right? And that we want to hear from you, your patients want to hear from you, and so does your team. So we want you to really speak up. Last couple ones here is to be mindful of your self-talk. And this is a big one for women. We have to really think about the way that we speak to ourselves, right? Because a lot of times the way that we speak to ourselves is nothing like what we would allow another person to speak to us. So why is it that we do that to ourselves, right? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. Like I suck at this, right? I'm a failure at this, right? I wouldn't let anyone else speak to me that way, right? So why do we do that to ourselves? We really need to be mindful of how we speak to ourselves, right? And that is going to go a far way in what you attract others to treat you and to speak to you in that manner as well. All right, last two here. You don't have to feel confident to act confident. So sometimes just taking really that first step is all that you need to get the ball rolling, to kickstart your confidence, right? And so again, I was talking yesterday with my team and I was like, just identify three things that you can do today to take action today. And then tomorrow when you get up, do those same things again, right? So identify what is it that I just need to like rip off that Band-Aid and take the first step, right? And that's going to help me to begin building that confidence. All right, here's the last one. Do I have my book around here? Oh, I don't. Okay, so this last one is your worth is not attached to your results. So I couldn't end this segment without talking about self-worth. And I've been on this journey with myself and with my team and so many of my girlfriends. I got them reading Jamie Lee Curma's book, Worthy. I'm obsessed with it. If you haven't read it, please read it. Every woman, every person for that matter, but certainly every woman should absolutely read the book Worthy. And it talks just so much about self-worth, right? And that we can work all that we want, hours at end for years on building confident skills, right? And that why we keep coming back to just feeling empty inside after we achieved a goal or a milestone, right? Is because self-confidence doesn't actually build self-worth at the end of the day. So while we strive for excellence and getting big treatment plans and packages sold to our clients and hitting our monthly goal and all of those things, right? That every experience is really this learning opportunity to love ourselves more, right? And so while self-confidence is amazing, a beautiful thing, we absolutely want it, you really also need to look at self-worth, right? Talk about with your team self-worth as well, because self-confidence is a roller coaster, right? And I think I'm a pretty confident person, but I will wholeheartedly admit that self-confidence is a roller coaster ride, even for me. But the better I dive in to self-worth, the less ups and downs I have in my self-confidence. And I just promise you, I just know that to be true. So don't discount the importance of really diving into self-worth at the end of the day. And again, some of this may feel a little like woo-woo, or what does this have to do with firing a laser and injecting Botox and whatnot? But if we want our teams to show up every single day, ready to serve our patients, to serve our clients, to serve our team, to serve our community, right? That we have to be talking about these things. And so I really encourage you to have these conversations, whether it's in your one-on-ones or your huddles of, what does self-confidence mean, right? If you're not feeling very confident today, how can we, snap out of that? What are some of the things that we can do to build self-confidence? What are some of the mindset shifts that we need to make so that we can build or sustain or get back to being self-confident? So again, even if you think, oh, my team, they're killers, they're really self-confident, I promise you, there are days when they don't feel self-confident, right? So it's really important that we equip ourselves with these tools and strategies and mindsets so that we can get back to feeling confident faster, right? That we don't sit in our woe is me, I'm having a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, right? I certainly have bad moments. Rarely do I have a full bad day, right? Certainly bad moments, but I want to always come back to, what I'm grateful for, what I'm confident in my self-worth at the end of the day. So I hope that you found these tips helpful. I hope that you talk about them with your team, because when you have a confident MedSpot team, they're going to collaborate together better. They're going to serve your patients better, to create an even better experience, get even better results, and help the MedSpot to really grow and thrive, right? To be a part of something that's bigger than themselves, for them to want to show up ready to just pour into their team and their patients. And that's the type of team that you really want to cultivate, to invest time and energy and love in. So I hope that you found this valuable. And if you did, make sure that you share it with your team, right? Share it with your practice manager, if you can just pull one or two things away from this and apply it to your team and your business, you are winning, because it's all about just getting a little bit better every single day, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you love this training, share it, share it, share it. You can always catch the replay on our YouTube channel. And to get access to more free trainings that will help grow your med spa, be sure to visit our social bio and join us every Wednesday, guys. Same time, same place, 2:30 Central Time. Catch us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye, guys.